live from downtown State College.
Welcome into the Landon Tangwell live call-in post-game show. The Land Grant Trophy is retained. It's coming back to State College, the greatest trophy in all of college football. Forget everything else. Forget the national championship. This is it right here. We're back, guys. We won. This is fun. So happy for Terry and the guys. My good grief, was that a snooze fest. Very happy for Terry. I really wanted him to get a win. Let's stack here. Let's go win these last two games. What do you think, Sarah? You in?
Yeah.
Do it. Yeah.
One game at a time.
One game at a time. We got Matt Rule coming to town after this. Yeah, he's coming back. Luke says, what's for dinner? We're going to, are we going to dox ourselves?
No, don't tell people.
All right.
We don't need fans.
That's not going to happen.
We don't need people. Yeah, we do that all the time. You always say, anytime somebody comes up to me, it's like, Landon Tangwell? And Landon always says he can hear me go.
It's my favorite. I love it. Katron Allen, hell of a way to end it. He's going for the record. I'm so excited about that. Hell of a way for the offensive line in the fourth quarter was reestablishing the line of scrimmage on that final drive. That was a beauty. I think it was 11. I think it was 11 rushes, one pass.
Ooh.
I love it. Let's go, man. That is fantastic. What a way to end. So many things to talk about. A lot of BS happened, but guess what? We're 1-0. Yes, you are correct about that, Jason. Let's go to the phone lines.
Got to put up the phone number, man.
What is your name? Where are you calling from?
It's your boy Steven from Philly.
There he is,
real
Steven.
quick, Nebraska. But real quick, is there a coordinator more known for going horizontal on third and long than Kotelnicki? It's unbelievable at this point. Just take one chance going vertical on third down and +5. Have you ever seen anything like it?
I can't say I have. It was a struggle, guys. It was the beginning of halftime, really like the end of the second quarter, all the way to about the fourth quarter. I almost started to fall asleep. I really did. Like I was on the couch and I was laying sideways, kind of like laid up, and I almost started to doze off because that was becoming a snooze fest for a while there. I'm glad we were able to eke that one out and make it a good victory. I was thankful, too, because I put it on Twitter before the game. I'm like, -7.5, Penn State. Sounds like easy money to me. I was getting clowned very quickly as soon as Michigan State had their long touchdown on their first play from scrimmage. But the boys came back, and all is well in the world. Today's show is brought to you by Whiteout Tequila. Whiteout Tequila, whiteouttequila.com, created by Michael Motti, Christian Hackenberg. Make sure you guys go there, get all your tequila needs for this last home game. We got one more ride, senior week in Beaver Stadium. Nick says, Landon, we are stuck in purgatory. Yes, it hurts. I don't know how to feel right now. Yes, I do. I'm like everybody else. I just want this head coach named so we can move forth. But this was a piece of it. We needed to win this game. If we lost this, it was just going to be really, really bad. So let's win this one. Let's stack two more, and let's figure out where we go from there. We got a caller. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Seth, and I'm calling from New Jersey.
My man, what is your question?
So, first of all, I'm just so glad we finally got a win. And what's your thoughts on all the penalties that we had today? Like, we need to clean those up.
Yeah, the Zariah Fisher, his roughing the passer, I thought that was kind of valid. He shouldn't have done that. I thought the deny one, I thought that was kind of BS. But ball, as the kids say in the streets, ball don't lie, and we got that ball right back. One thing I did love, Jim Knowles was relentlessly sending blitzes. And at the beginning of the game, they were not really getting home. And by the end, that poor Alessio, I forget to say how to say his last name, so we'll just go with his first name. Alessio was beat the heck up. That final sack, you kind of felt bad for him. He's like, you saw him just go down, and he was it was like his left arm was just hanging on. It was like a spaghetti noodle. And so I feel bad for him. But I like to see the guys having fun, playing again. Like, it was, like I said, it was a little snooze there, but denied Dennis Sutton with a great game with the punt block. Did he have a couple sacks? Hold on. Let's go to the box score here. Good old-fashioned box score. We had denied Dennis Sutton did have 2 sacks, 2 TFLs. Nice little day for him. Punt block. Like I said, look at us. 50 carries. We ran the ball 50 times.
Whoa.
50 carries, 240 yards, 4.8 yards per carry. But what I like to see, Katron Allen, 7.2 yards per carry. An absolute beauty from him, 181 yards on the ground. This is, guys, obviously we need to win these last 2 games. What I care about the most outside of getting these last 2 victories, please, let's get Katron Allen to that number 1 spot over Evan Royster. If we can get that, that'll be a good consolation prize for the rest of this season. Alex, thank you for the donation. He says, is the bowl a real option? What are your thoughts? Yes, Giants did fire the bowl this past week. I don't know. It's like weird. I don't know. I don't really know if I want to invite that. Like, I think I like his fire. I honestly liked how he was with like Jackson Dart and Scattaboo. Like, it was cool. But I don't know. I'd rather just stick in the college realm. Just kind of let him stay up there. Durpan says, I haven't heard the word derp in forever. That was a big early 2010s thing. Thanks for the donation. How does Landon watch the PSU games? On a TV with family, alone in his boxers in a basement.
Well, he's not pulling a James Franklin.
Yeah, I
will say that. But what he does, I will tell you, boys and girls, is he is fully clothed.
Good, yes. Yeah.
Sometimes if he does get peeved, he will throw on his All-American Game headphone or helmet.
Yes, yeah.
And stand in front of the TV.
I haven't done that since Oregon. No, Northwestern maybe?
Right, yeah, Northwestern.
Northwestern, I put it on, okay.
It gets a bit of a party in here. But then you're running back and forth between televisions to live tweet your little videos.
Correct.
And then you scream. And then you like shove me or producer John around.
Correct.
And yeah, that's it.
That's a good summary. Sometimes I'll throw on the old beater if I get a little hot, but right now it's cold. So yeah, no, I do. I like to run around. We got multiple TV set up. We are in the studio, so I'm always down here. Used to be up kind of around the tailgates and all that stuff, but we're locked in downtown Studio Center. Come by, visit, say what's up. We got a caller. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Landon Ross from Lebanon. Two quick questions here. To what extent does Terry Smith have control over some of the play calling? And why does Kyron Hudson continue to get more reps than Kobe Howard when it's clear he's taking plays off?
Yeah, so I mean, we don't have a definite answer on his control. I would say it's pretty good. I mean, it was clear the first couple of weeks that he was begging Kotelnicki to throw the ball deep, and he still wouldn't. He was refusing to. And finally, halftime last week against Indiana, it was just like he put the fist to him, and it was like, we're going to throw the ball, and we started to throw the ball deep, and that was fun. And we came out in this game, and we did try to do that. And towards the end of the game, it was windy, and I got to check how many. I think that was like after the second or third drive in the second half. We were 9 rushes to 2 passes. I don't think that changed very much. I think we're somewhere in the second half around like 20-something rushes to like 3 or 4 passes, which, you know what, is honestly impressive to me. And I was happy. I was happy with how the offensive line finished that off. I wanted to see them physically dominate a game. I wouldn't say they did it all game. They definitely didn't. But that last final drive, like that's what I expected out of this offensive line all year. But I was happy to see it. I was happy to see Katron Allen get going. I think that was great. I can't even talk about this like Kobe it's almost like who cares at this point. But I mean, I don't know. Kyron Hudson, it's his last year. They're trying to get him some NFL look, so that's why he's playing. But unfortunately, it's definitely been a rough year. It's been a rough year for kind of his draft stock and really majority of the draft stock on this team. So that is why I am just happy that these guys got a win. They can celebrate. You can be happy getting on the plane because it is fun to actually get to be happy on. What
do you get to eat on away games when you win?
It's whatever they order after the game. So it's different things. Like we played at Ohio State and I remember in 2021 and we lost. And we got Raising Cane's, and I was really excited because that was before Raising Cane's was in here at State College, and I had never had it. So that was cool, but they'll just get you different things. So I don't know. What is Michigan State food like? I visited once. It was a bad visit. I did not like it.
Goulash.
Yeah, goulash and just not good food. So it's random. On the way there, it's always Chick-fil-A though. So sometimes it's Chick-fil-A on the way back too, but nothing too good. But yeah, I don't have a real answer for the Hudson stuff. Who knows? Who knows? And honestly, at this point, who cares? We got to call it. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello?
Yes, sir. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Connor from New Jersey.
Connor, what's your question, man?
I had two. One is with Jim Knowles playing, our defense playing good right now. Do you think he's a keep for next year? And then the second is, I've been trying to watch game film. Is there any way to get all 22 film or any other game film that isn't just a TV copy after a game?
Yeah, so Knowles, I don't know. So Knowles is the big one. Knowles is the big question for me of this next coach. And I think it really depends on what the next coach wants. But also, it is kind of up to Pat Kraft to a degree, because I think if you were to just let Knowles go after this year, you're paying him $6.4 million. And there's a very real chance with Jim Knowles, and what is he? He's into his 60s. I don't know, maybe he might call it a quits there, or at least take a couple years off, and then you have to pay out that full amount. And honestly, with where James Franklin is likely to sign to Virginia Tech, in that situation, we probably could almost spend more money on Jim Knowles than James Franklin. So I don't think you're killing yourself over $6.4 million, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm in favor of keeping him. I would like to keep him. I think it was rough. I think his defense was actually playing really, really well for a while. I think Tony Rojas went down, and I think this entire team just hit a very odd stretch. Just the same way that I think Ty Howell is a great tight ends coach. Have the tight ends been playing well? No, they have not. No, Luke Reynolds has been having a little bit of a rough season, specifically today as well. So I'm in favor of keeping Knowles. I think we should keep him money-wise, and I think he's going to start to get it cooking. It is going to be a new roster for the most part, so there's going to be that learning curve again. But I like what he does. His blitzes are looking good. I think we'll get there with him.
Well, to hell with the learning curve. I think they need to be ready, because if we see anything from this season, it shows how unprepared the depth chart is.
Talk your stuff there.
Because it's like, okay, so are the coaches like what's the disconnect?
Well,
so
I don't. We'll basically have an entire new coaching staff. So my favorite thing is when people have bad games in the chat, people call them like Russian spies.
I like that. Terrorists.
Yeah.
I like terrorists.
Yeah, it's actually.
I love the memes of Saddam Hussein in the background with the music. And the person I saw a Mike Tomlin one the other night.
Okay, that's fitting.
That's a valid one.
Yeah,
Mike. Oh God, tomorrow.
Mike Tomlin and Pat Narduzzi, both just incredibly conservative and just
not even conservative. Just
no, they are. Narduzzi just he never goes for it. Mike Tomlin will never go for it. Like, I hate my life as a Steelers fan. I'm just happy that Penn State got a win, because now tomorrow, if the Steelers lose, I have something to be okay about. Alabama's about to lose. Oh, I think we had a Farzad donation.
We did. He said, I don't know what to do with my hands.
Farzad, thanks for the donation. I forgot what it feels like to win. I don't know what to do with my hands. We are. Landon is the GOAT. We are going bowling, maybe. Farzad, thank you so much for the donation.
USC barely won.
Are we? Iowa was up a lot on USC.
Yeah, it's 26-21 USC.
I don't. So the interesting piece of us possibly going bowling, going to a bowl game, if you will, I don't know. So I've talked about it. Do I think guys on this team want to extend this season 25 days? No. I can tell you that almost certainly the majority would not want to do that. But it also depends on how many teams from the Big Ten go to the playoffs and how many teams from the Big Ten have 6 wins, a.k.a. bowl eligible. Because if Penn State does have 6 wins and we get to go to the game above bowl, or I'd be happy with the Pinstripe Bowl. It's just,
I want the Pop-Tart Bowl.
It's time. Well, Pop-Tart Bowl is actually a lot better. You got to be like an 8-win team to get to the Pop-Tart Bowl.
I just wanted to see the toaster come out.
That's true. I know that would be
off
really,
his wrapper.
We'll still watch it. It'll be all right.
Okay.
We'll have a good time.
I just wanted to see it live.
But time is, what do they say? Time's a flat circle, something like that. What if we go back to the Pinstripe Bowl?
Time's a flat circle.
It's been a long day.
Where'd you hear that?
Probably my high school, maybe.
They taught you that?
Yeah. Well.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
I didn't have to pay much to go. They paid my tuition, so maybe they put me in different classes, the lower level classes.
Figures.
Yeah, we got a caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from? What is your name? Where are you calling from?
This message has been
Okay.
Ooh, we have somebody from the Clink calling.
It was going to be another collect call.
Love after lockup. I need a reprise.
I can't wait for the day we actually get a collect call. Please. We got a
Need
caller. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Landon.
How you doing?
Hello. Hello.
How you doing, sir?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing well.
I got you playing on my YouTube on the call.
Oh, good, brother. Oh, good.
Austin,
Bama lost. Sorry, I just had to put that out there. Ty Simpson's not a Heisman candidate. Okay, sorry. Continue. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, you're good. Just Major Ackerman from Austin, Texas.
That's awesome. What's your question, my man?
So with Pete Thamel coming out with the report that there looks like James Franklin closing in on a deal with Virginia Tech, do you think Pat Kraft almost has to look at Brian Hartline stronger to compete with recruiting from James Franklin within the Northeast?
That is a very good question. And I do think that that is something, because you go out and you get Drinkwitz from Missouri. You're bringing him out here. Has he recruited a little bit in this region? A little bit. He got Zollers from PA. He got a Maryland guy. He also got someone from Ohio. But he does not have relationships set up with these coaches, with the high school coaches in the area. James Franklin is deep set in the DMV region, the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. So he's going to be able to recruit that a lot better. There is going to be a challenge for sure from Virginia Tech for recruits that we want. So it does. If we were to get Drinkwitz, he would have to have guys around him that all are rooted in this area that can recruit this very well. Now, with NIL, you can start to recruit a little bit more nationally. That is something that we've seen, it's just easier to do because money is involved and money talks. But still, that's an area you want to dominate. We've had really a lot of our starters come out of the DMV region. And so if you bring someone like Hartline, like you said, he's got those relationships. He's been recruiting those schools since 2018, since he's been at Ohio State. So I do think you find a lot more value in that. But then there's also the flip side of, we'll just call it Drink versus Hartline. Hartline doesn't have a full staff to come with him. Hartline, could he bring some players? Yeah, probably. Would he bring as many players as Drinkwitz would? No, definitely not. So that's the other piece of it too, is this is going to be pretty much a full-on rebuild for Penn State. And so do you want a coach that can kind of mitigate that and bring a lot of their stuff with them and make it easier, or Hartline where it's like, hey, we're going to build this thing from the ground up. So a little bit more involvement with really having to just build this thing back in terms of a true rebuild. If you go with Hartline, if you go with Drinkowitz, it's a little bit better. So Julius Caesar said Hartline and Tango can do an off-season show comparing tattoos.
He has tattoos, I guess.
That's great. Chris Bucanani, my guy, he says Time is a Flat Circle is from True Detective Season 1 and All-Time Classic.
Oh, that's a great show.
I
loved that season. I tried to get you to watch it with me, but like always, you fall asleep.
Yeah, I don't do well. Unless The Sopranos are on.
You fall asleep on those too.
Sometimes.
We watched It's the Jacket episode last night.
It's the Jacket. It was a great episode.
You're building a ramp for Beansy. Build a ramp up to your ass.
Sopranos is just, it's the absolute greatest show ever. So guys, as people are asking, what's the issue with Hartline? I think Hartline is the fallback option for Pat Kraft, honestly. I think Pat Kraft wants an established head coach. I think at this point it's Drinkwitz and then it's Hartline. And if something goes wrong with Hartline, then it's probably Manny Diaz. That's how I see this. Could there be a coach that comes out of nowhere? Could there be the, Brian DeBall coming out? And I mean, I guess. But God, we have a roller coaster of these next 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. I'm hoping that the week of Rutgers, so we play Nebraska this coming week. Rutgers, obviously the final game. I'm hoping we start to hear some things, because I can't keep going on like this, guys. I truly can't. We got a caller. I need some clarity on what my life's going to look like here. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, how's it going?
What's up?
Yo, is this Landon?
It is.
What's going on, brother?
How's it going, man? What's your question?
Not too bad. So I just want to ask you how you feel about tonight. And I mean, the boys got a big win. Terry Smith got a big fucking.
I wanted to ask him how much alcohol. What are we? His blood alcohol.
Hey, shout out
content
to
level.
producer Steve for getting that.
That was
that
was a quick trigger on by producer Steve to cut that off. His BAC level.
Oh,
how high? Oh,
PhD.
PhD
Cornwall got a
Congratulations.
PhD.
Yes, congratulations on your PhD.
Oh.
Thank you for the donation. Greetings, Landing. Did you see Penn State won their first Power 4 game in almost a fortnight? Look, Cornwall's claiming a PhD, and now he's using Fortnite.
No. Fortnite is an actual word. It's not a game.
I realize that. I'm not that dumb. I'm just saying Cornwall would never use the word Fortnite before he's claiming a PhD. He would just say a long time. Good for him, though.
Do you even know what a fortnight is? How long a fortnight is?
2 days. How close was I?
It's 10 days, bro.
Damn. Well, it was a lot more than a fortnight. It was many fortnights. Is it safe to assume that we are back, he asked. Yes, Penn State's back. We're back. We've never left. I want to be clear about something. I had Chris Buchanani on here. And we talked about it. Penn State is going to be just fine. Penn State's going to be all right. We are Penn State. We're going to be back. We've been through worse than this. We're going to be fine. All right? I just want everybody to know that. I just wanted to put that out there. We've been through worse. Guys like Michael Motti and Christian Hackenberg and everybody, they have weathered a storm far worse than this. We will be just all right. Make sure you guys go get Whiteout Tequila, whiteouttequila.com. We got a caller. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Lennon, what's going on?
My man, what is your question?
Hey, I'll tell you, I'm just really happy that Terry Smith got a win today. I'm happy for these guys. They said they come out they come out swinging. It seemed a little soft there at the beginning of the game, but it seemed like they picked up as the game went on. What do you guys say about that?
Yeah, I think it continued to get better. It was starting out pretty good there. I think there was really good stuff from Grunk, and then there were some misses from Grunk. His first reads at times were definitely he was missing a couple different things. I think he missed a couple long touchdowns there, but a beautiful deep ball to Ross. Kotelnicki, dare I say, scheming up a little bit of a deep shot. Hey, guys, look at that. That does not normally happen. There was a couple things, though. The 4th and 1 where we give the ball to Nick. 227 pounds, man. Get through that guy. I'm going to need you to break one tackle because if it was Katron Allen in the same situation, it's going through. It's working. Let's see. What else do we got here? I was writing down some notes. I put Luke Reynolds, rough day, but really rough year. Well, that's probably fair to write down. I'm not going to lie. After we have that great touchdown, we block the punt, and then we go like run. I think we converted, but then we had the 4th and 3 where Gronk is sacked. It was just it was too many times where it just. Oh, sorry, 1 second. There was just too many times where it was just bad. Like we were so much better than Michigan State as a team. We should have won by so much more. That should have been like a 40-something-7 game. It was a lot closer than it should have been, especially until the very end. Yes.
I love AR's question. Who would win, Pat Narduzzi's transition lenses or Franklin's frameless glasses? That's a coin toss for me. They both have the same blank stare up into the Jumbotron.
Folded arms looking up at the sky. Yeah.
One just says obviously.
A lot of obviously. I like Marcus Freeman. I don't know if you guys saw, but Marcus Freeman, he gave Pat Narduzzi a very quick dap up, and Narduzzi kind of tried to he was just pawing him, and Freeman kind of gave him one of these, the get off me. He didn't say that, but you saw it. It was kind of like the get
Marcus
off
Freeman
me.
Doesn't play. He didn't play with James last Christmas. Didn't play with this one.
I'm personally a fan of Freeman.
I am too.
I like him.
They're just jealous of him.
Cool. Ruth Ann Bast. Shout out Ruth Ann Bast. Mother-in-law, soon to be. A fortnight is a period of 14 days or 2 weeks. Oh, so you were wrong too. Look at that.
Oh, 10 days. I did business days. Excuse me.
Okay. Okay, so that's good. 2 weeks. Good to know. I'm going to start using that more in my vocabulary, guys. We're going to hear.
Don't do it then.
Tomorrow on the postgame show, you're going to hear. I'm going to figure out a way to mix in Fortnite. Here we go. We got a caller. What is your name? Where are you calling from? What is your name? Where are you calling from?
Papa J, Red Lion.
There he is, Papa J. What's your question, my man?
Okay, just quick question or quick comment, and then I'll make a question. That was a painful game to watch, but a lot of the pain was wiped away with the absolute love the team showed Terry Smith at the end. So here's my question. You as a player, who would you rather play for? An angry-faced coach like Signetti or a guy where the whole team will run through brick walls but may not be as great a coach like Terry Smith?
Well, I mean, naturally, I don't know. That's hard. So, Terry Smith, I think it's the situation that makes it just the guys are so excited for him. I'm happy for him. I know he's wanted to get this first win finally, and I'm sure he's going to sleep a lot better at night that he is finally in the win column as a head coach at Penn State. So very happy for him with that. I love Signetti. I've always loved the coaches that are just about it. Like, he is just about it. I will never, ever skip a Curt Signetti interview because he is comedy. He's gold. Go watch the one from after the Wisconsin game today. It was hilarious. So I'm a big Signetti guy. I told you guys he recruited a couple of my teammates at my high school, so he was always around because we had 3 guys committed to JMU, and they absolutely loved him. I got to meet him a bunch. Huge Signetti fan. Obviously, he was the number one choice for everybody until he was far and away my number one choice to come here. But looking pretty good out there in Indiana. They got to a slow start against Wisconsin, but they really turned that thing up, and it was a lot better. Dare I talk more about this game? I'm trying to think what else we got. Grunk today, his pocket presence took a step back. I will say that. He had some good moments, and then he also had some moments where it was like, okay, I'm going to need you a little too much panic, if you will. But I think he continues to progress. That is something that I'm going to be interested in. This next whoever comes in, my guess is that they will bring a quarterback, but we don't really know for sure. I don't know. I don't know if Grunk was going to give a different answer, but he was asked about it, and he says, he basically said, I'd like to stay, given if the circumstance is working out. So we'll, I don't know. We'll see how that shakes out, but I'm excited to watch him these last 2 games where he can actually throw the football down the field. Yes, Signetti is a true Yenzer, that is for sure. Narduzzi, I don't know. Not a big Narduzzi guy.
A fake Yenzer.
That is a fake Yenzer. We got to call her. Definitely fake Yenzer. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, what's up, man? I'm Ryan calling from Happer. How's it going?
Doing well, brother. What's your question?
2 things. So 2 questions I have. Bama losing again. Do you think that puts DeBoer back in the coaching hunt? And do you think no matter what, whoever they hire, you think Terry Smith will stay with this team next year?
It depends. No. Do I think DeBoer? I don't know. I'm sure it's going to happen. I'm sure his name will get thrown back in there, and Alabama fans are going to be angry, but I don't know. I don't really think so. Terry Smith, I really hope someone keeps him around. I really do. I think he's important to Penn State. I think it's clear he wants to be here for the people. And I've been meaning to put this out there. I didn't want to make it like a tweet because I didn't want to go we don't know. We're not inside Terry's head. But once again, I've said this. If you go somewhere at your alma mater and you're the cornerback coach for 11 years, I don't think you want to be the head coach. I see so many people on Twitter. It's mainly the Facebook crowd. Love my Facebook crowd, the older folks. But no, I don't think Terry wants to be. You have to be a CEO now. And that's a lot to deal with. Some guys just want to be ball coaches, meaning that they get to coach the position they love. So Terry gets to coach those cornerbacks, and he loves it. I don't know if he wants to be the head coach. So I just want to put that out there. But yes, I need Terry Smith to stay around. He's got to be here. Keep him here. I would love that. And he is Penn State through and through. So Go Vols. Landon, some people don't have a question. Some want to comment. So you should say, hey, what's your question or comment?
Or just say, what do you got?
Yeah, I feel like I basically do. Sometimes, this is what this is for. People need to air their grievances, so they come on the Landon Tangwall Live call-in post-game show, and they air their grievances. So we're proud to do that here. PhD Cornwell's back. Does it concern you that Elijah Drinkowitz is 5'7"? According to the history of head coaches, no coach below 5'8" has won a natty. Wait, how tall is Nick Saban?
He's a wee man.
Yeah, hold on.
Those Greek guys can be little.
Nick Saban's 5'6". You're lying. Are we just not doing research? I appreciate the money, but I don't know.
I think Cornwall has a DED rather than a PhD.
Okay. So he got confused after
PhDs you have to defend and do the whole research thing.
Yeah, I don't think he probably didn't.
Yeah, he probably didn't do that.
Probably not. Farzad, my guy, thanks for the donation. I think Penn State should do whatever it takes to retain Terry. It's obvious that he doesn't want to be long-term head coach. Penn State should also keep Knowles. Those two are must-keeps. Yes, I'm with you. Those two are must-keeps. I add in Ty Howell has to stay. Give me Ty Howell for sure on this team. Let's not lose sight. Just because it's a down year for pretty much everybody on this roster, let's be clear, Ty Howell has done something really, really cool in that tight end room and develops like all hell. And we talked about DMV recruiting. Ty Howell is the DMV recruiter as well. I think he kind of transcended Ohio as well. Let's keep Ty Howell on the roster. And then I want to keep Dan Connor. I know LBs have had a little bit of a rough year. I love everything that he's about. We call him the silent assassin, and he's a fantastic teacher. All the linebackers absolutely love him, and we know what he did, one of the best linebackers ever to come through here. I think one day, I don't know, could be a DC, but I'd love to keep him around as well. Jason, thanks for the donation. Who would you pick right now, Drink or Heartline? Who would I pick? I think I would pick Heartline. If I'm Pat Kraft, I'm probably maybe leaning a little bit more Drink. It's just like I said, I laid it out. It's hard because there's so much more. There's so much more just supplemented.
There he goes with the table again.
Yeah, kind of. You can't see now. I'm touching up on the table. I don't know. There's just so much more that Drink can bring now. Heartline is just. It's such a rebuild if you go with Heartline in a sense of he has to build this thing up. He has to bring all these coaches, and it's quick. There is no spring transfer portal anymore. So it is January 2nd, I think until the 15th is the transfer portal. After that, it is done. That is you got to have your team set, and you better be good to go for the 2026 season. There is just so much that has to be done. I think if Heartline has to come here, he's going to have to figure out a GM. He's going to have to hire all these positions. It is a little bit easier to have Drink do all of that. But I think in the grand scheme of things, I think Heartline is higher risk, higher reward. So take that with what you will. Someone said, is Sarah Carmela Soprano? I like to think so. Basically,
I can cook like Carmela. I'm not as angry as Carmela.
Well, Carmela.
I mean, for good reason.
Yeah,
she was angry.
Yeah, we're talking Sopranos here, guys. If you haven't seen Sopranos, do yourself a damn favor. Farzad, Bama lost today. Is the board back on the table? I guess. I mean, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I mean, it's going to happen in the sense of everybody's going to start bringing up his name again. And anytime you lose at Alabama, here come the pitchforks and the for sale signs in your front yard. So. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm sure it'll start to get brought back up, and I'm sure there's going to be some airplane in the sky tonight. We're going to see a screenshot, guys, of an airplane going from State College tonight at 8 p.m. all the way down to Tuscaloosa. I can already feel it.
I'm so tired of this.
I can't.
I'm actually tired. Like I don't even want to talk about who's going to be the coach. I'll just wake up and know. I just want to know who it's going to be.
I do too. I do too. We got some cool videos this week though. Got a couple of Drew Aller things coming at you guys. I think it's going to be very interesting. Mr. Greg, thanks for the donation. I heard about possibly hiring a GM. Why not have Smith for the GM position?
My God, I think he'd rather poke himself in the eye with a sharp stick.
Yeah, I don't think. No, I just got done talking about how Terry Smith wants to be a ball coach. I think the last thing he wants to do is be a GM, and you need to hire someone who has experience being a GM that has managed money. Because that was the problem, guys. Like there was a true issue where James Franklin himself and people around him, he had acting as kind of the GMs together. And all of them collectively had zero experience being a GM and managing, money and roster retention and dealing with agents and all that comes with that. You need a real GM. So no, if for some reason this next coach already has a cornerback coach, I don't know, put Terry in some admin role where he can be, player personnel or something like that, where he can relate with the players and help them out with their issues. But GM, that's all good. I don't think Terry wants that either. But no matter what, find him a role that he wants to be. Guys, people are asking for the 409 shots.
We don't have any more.
There's no more. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if I never got the refill because we didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if we were going to.
Fair.
Yeah, guys, just imaginary shots. It kind of it took the spirit out of it all, like the losing season.
So, earlier before that point, so you're saying there's a lot of Dwight Schrutes in the football office.
Dwight Schrute.
Assistant to the assistant of the assistant regional manager.
We're going through some of the best TV shows here. We got The Office. We got Sopranos. Let me know in the comments.
True Detective.
And let me know. True Detective. Let me know in the comments your number one TV show. I'm Sopranos. I think Sarah's Sopranos, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Now, because I'm a girl, I love Downton Abbey.
That's like, I don't know. That just sounds horrific.
Actually, you liked it.
The Wire is really good if we're talking can I say the word drug? Probably. Drug shows that's like top tier.
Narcotics,
that's it. Breaking Bad is up there for me
Vice.
as well. Let's be real. Breaking Bad is fantastic. You refuse to watch that. I can't believe that. But that's up there.
The first episode just took way too long with the dead body.
Snowfall gets right into it. Big Snowfall.
Oh, Peaky Blinders. Yep.
Peaky Blinders.
You haven't watched Peaky Blinders.
No, I haven't, but I can understand. I've heard very good things. We'll take one last caller for the night. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, this is James from Langhorne, Pennsylvania.
James, what's your question, my man?
No, I'm kidding. This is Jake from Severna Park, Maryland.
The hometown, bro.
Yep.
Hey, wait, hold on. You've been to Cafe Rio though? The Cafe Rio in Severna Park?
I have been.
Good stuff, dude. Good stuff. All right, sorry. Continue on.
Jim Knowles' defense. They talked about it on the Iowa broadcast, and then I've heard it talked about other places too. How it always takes a big leap in year two. Is that just because of the complexity of the scheme? And if so, how does him or like the coaching staff, like, I don't know what the term is, like, justify sacrificing a year of bad defense for that? You know, does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand. I definitely understand your question. I think a piece of it is maybe just how it's like he's just been like he just gets better players in his second year. Like his second year at Ohio State, he just had better and better players. You come and play on that defense. But I know it's clear. It's been very evident from Terry Smith down to the players, down to everybody, and they've talked about how it's been simplified, and that's why you're starting to see more success. So listen. I mean, that's why I want to keep him. If he can continue to understand, I don't need to overcomplicate things, and I just need to make it so my players can play fast, play at 100%, and play confident. That's all you need to do. And so I'm really liking the blitzes that he's sending. It's fun. Guys are having fun playing that defense, and it's clear that the first 7 or 8 weeks they were not having fun, and finally that is happening. So that makes me happy, and that's what I want to carry over from this season to next, and that's why I am on board with keeping Jim Knowles. Trailer Park Boys is an absolute classic. Love that. We watched that freshman year in Nittany Apartments. We had that on the TV on a loop. Fantastic. Guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Tomorrow we will have the post-game show. I do not have the live because it was an away game. So post-game show will be up around noon, 1 p.m., and then we will be in here. We'll have the Monday Night Live call-in. We'll talk about this. We'll probably talk more about Penn State, possible head coaches. And I don't know, maybe Kalen DeBoer or who knows what's going to happen. But I'll tell you what, celebrate the win, ladies and gentlemen. Penn State got a victory. It has been a while. I am happy. Go State. Continue to cheer these guys on. Let's win these last 2 games. And maybe, just maybe, let's go bowling to the Game Above Bowl. Christmas. How does Christmas in Michigan sound, guys? We're going to Detroit for Christmas. Gather the kids up. Get in the car.
No!
Yeah, that would be my response too. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.